We're here at the Pepsi Center in Denver, Colorado. Jim Houston here with Craig Simpson for these Western Conference semifinals. On deck, Game 2 between the Colorado Avalanche and the Los Angeles Kings. Colorado needs to play this game with a little urgency.
Well, win tonight on home ice, Jim, and they're up 2 games. Lose, and they're right back to where they started.
It's all about playing high-energy, up-tempo hockey.
This is where series are won and lost.
Here's a look at tonight's referee.
Jim, he's been around for 8 seasons and calls a pretty solid game. The one thing he won't allow, though, is guys delivering dirty hits.
All right, now let's get down to center ice for the opening faceoff. Faceoff won by Grattan. Laid out.
You could feel the impact up here.
Brings it out. Over the line. He gets checked by Blake. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Right in front. Great save by Czechmanek. Over the blue line. He gets bowled over by Foot.
Nailed him.
Over center. Into the attacking zone. Sent flying.
It's getting rough out there.
Pass back. Save by Czechmanek. Nordstrom is going to the box for interference.
The contact was well away from the play. You can't always get away with that.
Colorado is about to go on the power play for the first time in this game.
Jim, they've got some good finishers in their lineup, but they like to keep it simple. Point shots with lots of traffic in front.
Delayed penalty coming up. Foot has been nailed for hooking. And you can see the coach is having a word with the official about that last call. With 4 players on either side, this game should open up.
Well, look for some longer passes and more odd man rushes. The tempo of this game could really pick up.
Over the line. Bumped by Miller. Brings it out. He gets laid out by Skrastins. In over the line. He gets leveled by Miller. Over the blue line. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Bumped off the puck. In the corner. Shove. Nordstrom comes out of the box, putting his team on the power play. Brings it out. Foot returns his team to full strength as he's completed his penalty. Knocked down.
There's some physical play.
Saved by Abisher. Allison right in front. Abisher made the save. Over the blue line. He gets pushed by Dempsey. Moved across. Big save by Czechmanek.
Hit. That looked like trouble.
Out of their defensive end. Moved over. In front. Rubbed off the puck by Solani. Moved ahead. Into the attacking zone. Pushed off the puck. Brings it out. Played across. In over the line. The ref indicates a delayed call against Los Angeles. Blocked. Stumpel will serve time for hooking. Colorado will get a second chance on the power play here. And the faceoff is won by Allison. Shoved. Brings it out. Over the blue line. In front. Knocked down.
A smackdown.
Fires! Abisher reached out for the puck. The ref is ready to drop the puck. Face-off won by Allison. He gets rocked by Blake. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Brings it out. In over the line.
It takes talent to deke like that.
Passed ahead. Over the blue line. Check.
Jim, that was a major league bump.
Deadmarsh advances the puck into the attacking zone. Quick puck movement right in front. Foot shoots. Stick save. The Avalanche have big league skill right through their lineup.
This team likes to play with the puck, and that's how they beat you. If you want to hold them off, you need to finish your checks.
And the faceoff is won by Grattan. Knocked over.
I could feel that one from here.
Played up. Brings it out. Over the line. Rocked.
That was a throwdown.
Brings it out. Over the blue line. Forsberg gets hit.
That shook him up.
Quick pass up. Bowled over.
That was a big league body check.
Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Checked. Scramble in front of the net. Leg save by Czechmanic. Rocked.
These checks keep everyone on their toes, Jim.
Colorado is now 0 for 2 on the power play. Bowled over. Forsberg. Brings it out. Over the line. Hard wrist shot by LaPerriere. Abisher made the save. Into the attacking zone. Shove. Passed across. Allison over the blue line. Shoots the puck. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Rubbed off the puck. Forsberg grabbed it. Stoned by Czechmanic. Brings it out. Allison over the line. Fires it. Brings it out at center. Over the blue line. Czechmanic makes the save. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Cranked him.
It's getting pretty intense down there.
Played over. Right in front. Turned away. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets checked by Modry.
Great timing and great power.
Advances the puck. Over the blue line. Rocked.
That's showing authority.
Quick pass up. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Crushed.
Excellent physical play.
In over the line. Deadmarsh gets pushed. Brings it out. Passed over. Over the line. Czechmanic made the save. Advances the puck. Over the blue line. He gets roughed up by Vananen. Behind the net. Brings it out. Passed up to the neutral zone. Robitaille gets checked out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Hard one-timer. Huge save by Czechmanic. Robitaille needs to try something new to get back on track. He's fumbling the puck all over the ice.
Well, it's about confidence, Jim. He needs to put pucks on goal and hope for something good.
Ooh, big hit. Played across. Brings it out. In over the line. Over. Brings it out. Over the line. Solani. A lateral pass. Shove. In front. Moved over. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Shove. Right in front. Rocked.
A great job of stepping up.
Brings it out. Run over.
Great contact.
Quick pass up. Over the blue line. Avalanche shoots the puck. Brings it out. Over the line. Shove.
Another hit like that and sparks will fly.
In over the line. Wrist shot. The shot is blocked by Bugner. Into the attacking zone. A delayed penalty call against Los Angeles. Dempsey is going to the box for hooking. Oh, you can see that the coach doesn't like that call at all, and he's going to have a word with the official. Colorado will go on the power play once again. They weren't able to capitalize on their first power play. Let's see if they can do it here. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. He gets taken out by Skrastins. Over the line. Brings it out. In over the line. He gets bowled over by Heinold. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Czechmanic reached out for the puck. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Cranked him.
A devastating hit.
Brings it out. Over the line. Korea. Czechmanic turned it away. Quick puck movement. Brings it out. Behind the net. Pass to head. In over the line. He gets leveled by Wisniewski out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Abisher reached out for the puck. Grattan is going off for hooking. Colorado loses a man and gives up the power play.
Yeah, they were hoping to get a little more mileage out of it. Now they'll have to play some 4-on-4.
Over the line. Bowled over.
You can hear that one up here.
Brings it out. Over the blue line. Great save! About to drop the puck. Hall wins the draw. Brings it out. In over the line. Big hit.
Let's see how he responds to that.
Advances the puck. Into the attacking zone. Great save by Abisher. And that'll do it. The first period draws to an end in a scoreless tie as we head to the break.
The first 3,000 fans in the building will receive a limited edition hat featuring our emblem.
A tightly played first period. Both teams showing a lot of spirit as we get ready for period number 2. They're getting ready for the face-off. Face-off won by Allison. Passed up to the neutral zone. Over the line. Great save! Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets out-muscled by Solani. Bowled over. Blake. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. He gets run over by Wisniewski. Hall with a wrist shot. Blake stops the shot into the attacking zone. Halfie shoots. Allison brings everything to the game. He rarely lets up anywhere on the ice.
Yeah, he's a tireless worker at both ends. There's not much he can't do out there. He's an exceptional talent.
Rubbed off the puck by Deadmarsh. Brings it out. Grattan steps back onto the ice, meaning we've returned to 5-on-5 hockey. Over the line. Shove. Halfie. One-timer. Pad save by Abisher. Knocked over. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Miller knocked him off the puck.
He really got his man there.
Pass back by Hall. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Leveled. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets roughed up by Dempsey. Move back. Right in front. Stick save by Czechmanic. The puck is about to be dropped. Forsberg won the draw. Sent flying. Round the back. Moved up. Gets the shot off. Czechmanic reached out for the puck. Krastich shoots it quickly. Turned aside by Czechmanic. In over the line. Bumped by Hayduk. Hit. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Cranked him.
There's one to remember.
Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Checked. Brings it out. In over the line. Cannonading shot. Over the line. Wrist shot. Blocked by Forsberg. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Rink-wide pass. Los Angeles makes the line change. Moved ahead, out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Laid out. Brings it out. In over the line. Knocked him off the puck. Blake moves it ahead. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Spatos gets leveled.
Talk about a headache.
Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Hit. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets shouldered by Dedmarsh. He gets hit by Nordstrom. In the corner. Pass to the slot. Dedmarsh shoots it. The puck is shot out of play. What really impresses me about this guy is how quick he gets across the crease.
Well, he likes to stand tall in there, and that makes it easy to get post to post.
The players are lining up at the face-off circle. And the face-off is won by Allison. Passed up to the neutral zone. He gets hit by Wisnowski. Heavy shot. Czechmanik reached out for the puck. Breakaway. Checked. Quick puck movement. Brings it out. In over the line. He gets worked over by Wisnowski. Forsberg. Right in front. Moved up. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Hard wrist shot by Dedmarsh. Brilliant save by Abisher. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Bumped off the puck. Fourth. He scores! And we have our first goal of the game.
Nice goal on the backhand, Jim. Watch how he transfers his weight from his back to his front skate to execute the shot. The goalie didn't have a chance.
Halfway through the second period, and suddenly it's 1-0.
It's a tough goal to take, Jim, especially after holding the line for so long.
Over. In over the line. Hard wrist shot by Hendrickson. Czechmanik reached out for the puck. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Rubbed off the puck by Heinold.
Great hustle.
Dedmarsh grabbed it. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Czechmanik reached out for the puck. Over the line. He gets checked by Konowalchuk. In over the line. Hendrickson gets knocked over. Frolov into the attacking zone. Moved over. Saved by Abisher. Out of their defensive end. End to end. Brings it out. Over the line. Big hit. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Wrist shot by Forsberg. Saved by Czechmanik. He's on the score sheet with that one assist already. Let's see if he can build on it.
Well, we know he has the skills. It's just a matter of execution.
They're getting ready for the face-off. Kings win the face-off. He gets out-muscled by Forsberg. Over the blue line. A shot from the slot by Palffy. Denied by Abisher. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Knocked down. Brings it out. Over the line. In front. Big save. Hit. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets crushed by Gleason. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Into the attacking zone. Thrashed. He couldn't avoid that one. Los Angeles puts its second line out. Brings it out. In over the line. Shove. In front. Turned away by Czechmanik. Brings it out. Over the line. Checked. Solani at center. Miller steals the pass. Mowed down. One times it. Misses. Shoots. Saved by Abisher. Rocked. Flattened. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets hit by Modry.
He really bounced his man with that hit.
Into the attacking zone. Bugner knocks him off the puck.
That's how you stand a guy up.
Played up. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets rocked by Miller.
He's unstoppable.
In over the line. Laid out. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. In front. Awesome save. Great save. And that's the end of the second period. 1-0 with a break upcoming.
Or perhaps a refreshing beverage, our concession stand offers great food at reasonable prices.
We're just about to start the third period.
Jim, this is when you want to start to turn up the heat.
The action's about to start. Face-off won by Allison. Over the line. Bowled over. Brings it out. In over the line. Run over. Over the blue line. Solani gets laid out. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Over the line. He gets pushed by Wisnowski. Forsberg. Czechmanik denies him. Turned away. Turned over. Moved up. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Shoved. Right in front. Abisher hangs on for the whistle. The ref is signaling for the faceoff. Los Angeles wins the draw. Moved back. Over the blue line. He gets taken out by Gleason. Gleason really jumps into the play well. I haven't seen him get caught pinching yet.
Well, he anticipates where the play is moving so well, and he adjusts to make the most of his opportunity.
The players are lined up and ready for the faceoff. And the faceoff is won by Allison. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Thrashed.
He's a bit stunned after that one.
Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Creamed. Brings it out. In over the line. Crushed.
He got clocked that time.
Brings it out. Over the blue line. Dempsey shoves him. Played up out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Nice move there by Allison. Abisher freezes the puck. We're ready for the face-off. Face-off won by Hall. Brings it up. Over the line. Run over.
You've got to keep your head up.
Brings it out. Allison over the blue line. Flattened.
I would want to be him right now.
Moved ahead. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Fires! Czechmanik turned it away. Brings it out. Over the line. It's moved back by Nordstrom. Into the attacking zone. Vannanen gets rubbed off the puck. Rink-wide pass. It's coughed up by Modry. Camilleri grabbed it. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Bowled over.
He took a solid check there.
Quick puck movement. Colorado's going to make a change here. Spatos shoots it hard. Out of their defensive end. End to end. Frolov. In front. Great save by Abisher. Played over. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Over the line. Pass to the slot. Moved over, out of their defensive end. Forsberg. Checked.
That'll keep him honest.
Short pass. Brings it out. In over the line. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Knocked over. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Halfie brings it out. Over the line. Abisher turned him away. Brings it out. In over the line. Passed over. Run over. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Quick puck movement. Right in front. Brilliant save. He hangs on. Colorado has done a great job avoiding penalties.
Well, you want to stick up for yourself, but you don't want to cost your team. They're playing smart hockey, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Kings win the faceoff. Turned over by Avalanche. Checked. In front. Turned away by Czechmanic. Into the attacking zone. Konowalchuk mows him down. Pass to him. Brings it out. Over the line. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. He gets hit.
Send him flying.
Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Brings it out. Over the line. Moved across. Taken out. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Run over. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Allison gets stapled. Brings it out. Over the line. Right in front. Czechmanic hangs on for the whistle.
This guy scored a goal tonight, and so far he's been key in helping his team press the attack.
That's so true, Craig, and it always gives a player a real morale boost when he's on the score sheet. About to drop the puck. And the faceoff is won by Allison. Shoved out of their defensive end. In over the line. Knocked down behind the net. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets leveled by Nordstrom.
He got his man on that hit.
Brings it out. End to end. Move back. Cranked him.
He got laid out.
Into the attacking zone. Right in front. Hayduk shoots. Colorado likes to play a hard, physical game.
They love to press the play all over the ice, and that wears opponents down.
Have to be prepared to grind it out against this team. They're getting ready for the faceoff. Los Angeles wins the draw. Forsberg shoves him. Over the line. He gets laid out by Foot.
He unloads a big hit.
Worked over. Rocked. Over the blue line. Quick puck movement. In over the line.
That's a big-time deep.
Pushed aside by Czechmanic. Into the attacking zone. Clark levels him.
Lines his man up and knocks him down.
Brings it out. Over the line. Muscled off the puck. Stumpel grabbed it. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Pushed. Huge shot! Abisher reached out for the puck. Passed across. Out of their defensive end. Stratos scores the empty netter. And that goal will secure the game.
Well, it's a high-risk situation when you leave your net empty, but they had no choice down this late in the contest.
That appears to have eased the tension.
I don't think the last few seconds will be quite as exciting.
Face-off won by Allison. Big hit! That was a devastating blow. Bowled over. Into the attacking zone. Shoves. Moved across. Thrashed.
He got worked over on that one.
Right in front. Saved by Abisher. Brings it out. Over the line. Little deep there by Forsberg. Bowled over. Over the blue line. Bumped by Blake. In front. Turned away. Brings it out. In over the line. Shove. Moved up. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Leveled.
Sent him right to the ice.
Brings it up. It's all over. Los Angeles takes the loss and finds themselves trailing the series by 2 games. From the Pepsi Center in Denver, Colorado, this is Jim Houston with Craig Simpson.
Until next time, take care.
Goodbye.
Thank you.